What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sideliners. I'm Brandon.
I'm Marky.
I'm Tom.
And today we're going to be talking about some MLB baseball, some March Madness, a little bit of college basketball, going into some NBA. So let's get to it. Marky, what we got here?
All right, so cutting to the chase, the Yankees did not play good yesterday. They played the 2-11 Marlins. Well, actually, 1-11 Marlins. We're now 2-11. They did not play well yesterday. I think Judge, he was under a lot of pressure yesterday because he was bases loaded, bottom of the ninth. Hit a pop fly, and it was out. And they won. But honestly, they've been really doing well lately. They're 10-3 right now, leading the division. I think it's a great start for them, but from past experiences of being a Yankee fan, they have known to fold.
So, against the Astros? Yeah. 100% the Astros.
They swept the Astros.
Yeah, but you never can't be careful. We got to be careful.
Yeah.
You know what happened the last time.
Yeah.
But yeah, who do you think is our biggest competitor right now in the AL?
I'm going to go with the Baltimore Orioles. I mean, they're coming off a hot season last year, and I think they're still doing good right now.
Right now they're sitting at a 7-4. Dude, they have a solid home and away record, 4-2 home, 3-2 away. That right now is our biggest people. I mean, you can never count out the Red Sox. They're right there. Boston and New York never mixes, but hey,
huge rivalry.
Yeah. So you guys see anyone else in MLB that you're really looking at and you're like?
The Dodgers definitely, because they've always just been a really good team. They're 10-5 right now, so they play more games than the Yankees, but they're at the same record. I think they're going to be a really good team this year.
I think so.
They just have a lot of talent on that team. But the Red Sox, I mean, look at the teams right now that are not doing that well. They could be on the come up, so it's still early in the season to decide, but a lot of teams are going to be on the come up. Next series, the Yankees have a pretty hard series. They're playing the Guardians, which are leading the American League Central. Yeah. And I think it's going to be a challenge for them. They just got to keep that streak going and keep playing good.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right. So a little bit of March Madness. UConn has won their second six altogether, back-to-back.
Back-to-back.
What is this? The second team to go back-to-back?
Eighth team. But yeah, I know.
Eighth team back-to-back.
Yeah,
okay. All right. So, Tom, tell us a little bit about your March Madness watching this and your point of view, how you saw this.
What a tournament, bro. So many things happened. I mean, we had an 11 seed in the Final Four. We had your team, Kentucky, go down in the first round to the 14 seed Oakland. But what's most notable in this tournament, I think, was just the sheer dominance of UConn. I mean, if you look at the scores, I mean, their closest game was a 14-point win against the 4 seed Alabama. I mean, they just killed everybody. They beat the 3 seed Illinois by 25 points. They beat Northwestern by 17. San Diego State in the title game rematch by 30 points. I mean, they were just running teams out of the water.
What are your thoughts on that last game against Purdue and UConn?
Well, I mean, you know, a lot of people might think the key to beating Purdue is to shut down the 7-4 center Edey. But UConn kind of did the exact opposite. I mean, Edey had 37 points, but the rest of the team had 23. So it seems like the key might be to shut down everyone else besides Zach Edey and just let him cook, and then don't let anyone else cook. And that's what they did, and it worked.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, this March Madness was a lot. There's a lot of upsets that I personally thought were like, whoa.
I know you got shocked.
I got shocked right from the beginning. And Kentucky losing, oh my gosh, that was horrible. But I mean, we had an 11 seed go, like you said, all the way to Final Four. DJ Burns doing his thing, big boy down there in the paint. I mean, that was a great game. Purdue and what's it called? Those boys at NC State. So I mean, who sees? We have a whole another year until March Madness comes around. But
next year's gonna be pretty competitive. I feel like.
Also, yeah.
I feel like the closest game of the tournament was the round of 32 game, Texas A&M against Houston.
That was a good
Texas A&M down 10 with about a minute left. They had a buzzer beater 3 from the logo to send it to overtime.
Mark, you think
they would eventually lose?
Tom, you think you can hit that?
Oh, I can hit that.
Oh, you can hit that?
100%.
100%. All right, we're gonna have to test it out one day. All right.
I think Tom missed another game though, the Colorado and Florida game, which was a high-scoring game.
Great game.
And Colorado won that game, I believe. And what I learned from about the last time we went back-to-back, it was actually Florida in I think 2006. They went back-to-back.
Yeah. All right. So, our main thing that we're going to talk about, Bronny James. This is a weird thing. He's coming from USC. He is the son of LeBron James.
You are my sunshine,
He is now declaring for the draft. What's going on in your mind right now?
I didn't think he had a dominant. I mean, he is obviously a great player. I respect him.
Okay.
I just didn't think he had a dominant season at USC. Not at all. And I don't think. I mean, he may go somewhere because he's the son of LeBron James.
My sunshine.
But I don't know if going for the draft is that early. But USC did not really do anything this year. So honestly, him transferring, it's his choice. I would understand too. But come on, like he didn't have a good season.
Yeah. We're looking at the stats here: 4.8 points a game, 2.8 rebounds, 2.1 assists, 36.6 field goal range, all in an average of 19 minutes.
And you're telling me this guy was on the All-American McDonald's team?
Hey, I mean, I feel like personally he should take at least 1 or 2 more years, kind of build up his game, and like really like second guess it. Like I mean, he's in the transfer portal. He could definitely go to a different team, go maybe Ohio State, because I know they were looking at him when he was going for looking at colleges. Honestly, he just needs a place to like show what he has. He's obviously a good player. He has that backup of obviously his dad being LeBron James. He's always grown up in basketball. He knows how to do it. But also I feel like a big thing, not a lot of people are looking at him as, a player. They're looking at, he has to be like LeBron. But when you look at their statures, LeBron's 6'8", 6'9"?
Yeah.
He's 6'4"?
6'4".
He's a point guard.
Yeah.
You can't look at him as like some do-it-all big man. So that's one big thing that feels hurting him.
Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know if he'd be declaring for the draft if he had a different last name.
Yeah.
He definitely would not be.
I mean, and you mentioned Ohio State as a potential landing spot for him. I know Duquesne was also a big one. LeBron's high school coach is actually the head coach of Duquesne. They won a game in the NCAA tournament this year.
And his high school teammate is assistant coach.
Oh, right, yeah, you're right. That would be interesting.
That would be.
I think he could definitely go back to Ohio somewhere.
And lastly, I think with your Syracuse boy.
Oh, man.
He's declaring for the draft.
Yeah.
Judah Mintz.
Oh, I don't even
feel
want
about
to
that,
talk
Tom?
about that, man. I'm depressed. We already lost 2 or 3 guys to the transfer portal, and now we're losing our best player.
Yeah.
Oh, it's rough. He averaged 19 points for us. He was a point guard. We ran it through him.
Yeah.
Now we got to find a new guy.
Yeah. All right. Well, honestly, that's what we have for today. Thank you so much for coming, watching, listening. See you next time.
See ya.
See ya.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.